Sahajanand Swami Maharajani Jai. Vachanamrit number 127. Panchada's first Vachanamrit. The question is asked by God himself. કે ભગવાનમાં હેત હોય ને ધર્મમાં નિષ્ઠા હોય તો પણ જો વિચારને ન પામ્યો હોય તો પંચ વિષય તે સરખા થાય નહીં અને ઉતરતા પણ થાય નહીં. Let's understand the question first. He is talking about us seekers, that in spite of having hate in Bhagwan, in spite of falling in love with God and having nishtha in dharma, you have belief in spirituality, both are in place, and he is assuming that we are buddhiman. He is talking to intelligent people. પણ જો વિચારને ન પામ્યો હોય, if the perspective is not set right, તો પંચ વિષય સરખા થાય નહીં, which means we don't get sambhav. Now why is he relating vishayas to sambhav? What and how does it impact a seeker? Whether the circumstances in life are favorable or unfavorable, whether we are getting experiences that typically trigger sorrow in us or happiness in us, whether we are getting highs and lows in life, whether we are getting to indulge in things that we like or things that we dislike, whatever happens around us, whatever we are indulging in, the quality of the thing or the person that we are indulging with, or the kind of circumstance that we are facing, are we getting affected in it? Are we getting vulnerable in it? Or have we won immunity to external circumstances? And this is what liberation is all about. When external triggers, external reasons, external dependencies are overcome, a sense of immunity, a state of mind in which nothing can affect us, we will be an observer to all highs and lows, all favorable and unfavorable circumstances, and continue to do the best that we can in each circumstance, put in the best efforts, stay driven, keep our spiritual connection with God and with ourselves intact, not let anything ruin our peace, our feeling of being loved by God, our feeling that God is enough for us and we don't need anything else. What kind of perspective can get us this immunity is what he elaborates. He begins with that first we will have to know God. How to know God? He says, જેમ કોઈનો કાગળ પરદેશથી આવ્યો હોય તેમ તેને વાંચીને તે કાગળના લખનારાની જેવી બુદ્ધિ હોય તે જણાઈ આવે. When somebody writes a letter to us, we can sort of get what and how this person is trying to express. Based on that, we can make a judgment of how the person who's writing this is. Similarly, if we want to know God, we have to read all the letters that he has written to us. Where can we read all these letters? In Shastras. And hence he says, શાસ્ત્રને શ્રવણે કરીને એમ સાંભળ્યામાં આવે છે જે ભગવાન જે તે આ જગતની ઉત્પત્તિ સ્થિતિને પ્રલય તેના કરતા છે. Who is God? He is the all-knower, all-doer. This universe is created by God. This is written in not one Shastra, but in every Shastra that we read. If we read this and if we believe it and if we trust what God is telling us, then we will first establish that God is the all-doer. અને સદા સાકાર છે અને અક્ષર બ્રહ્મ છે તે તો ભગવાનના અંગનો પ્રકાશ છે અને તેમને રહ્યાનું ધામ છે. The light within us is what is called Akshardham. The Atma is the Akshardham, and in that Atma, the Paramatma resides in a divine form. અને દિવ્ય મૂર્તિ પ્રકાશમયને સુખરૂપ જે ભગવાન તે જે તે માયા થકી જીવોને સૃજે છે. Such a divya murti, prakashmay, full of light, full of divine light, and full of happiness, Sukhrup, એવા જે ભગવાન, this God residing within us, uses Maya, that is his energy of illusion, to create this whole universe. So this whole universe is merely an illusion, merely a role play. એન્ડ જીવોને, શ્રુજીને બુદ્ધિ, ઇન્દ્રિયો, મન, પ્રાણ તે સર્વે ભગવાન આપે છે. Who's given us this intelligence? God. Who's given us these indriyas, these sensory organs? God. Who's given us this mind? God. Who's given us this life? પ્રાણ? God. તે શેને અર્થે આપે છે? તો મોક્ષને અર્થે આપે છે. Why has he given us? He has given us for us to remain connected with him, and if we get disconnected and distracted by these illusions, then to reconnect with him is what liberation is all about. The fact that we are all here in these cycles of highs and lows, in these vulnerabilities, it means that we have disconnected. If we were connected, we would experience eternal peace, eternal bliss. But because we are oscillating, it means that we are disconnected. Now, when we are disconnected, we have to use this vichar and get reconnected to God. How to get reconnected? We must just use simple logic. If the things that the God has created has so much happiness in them, if a food item or if a product or if wealth or if a person can give me happiness, who installed happiness in these things or people? God. So, who's the source of all happiness? God. What are the mediums of happiness? All these things and people. If the things and people created by God, if the creation of God, if the gifts of God can trigger so much happiness in me, then if I am greedy for happiness, what should I aim for? The source of happiness. And where does the source of happiness live? Not outside somewhere, but within me. If I connect within me, I will feel that source of abundance happiness. જેમ કોઈ ભારે શાહુકાર હોય તે રસ્તાને બેય કોરે છાયાને અર્થે ઝાડ રોપાવે છે તથા પાણીની પરબ બનાવે છે, સદાવ્રત કરાવે છે, ધર્મશાળાઓ કરાવે છે, તે ગરીબો સારું કરાવે છે. પણ તે કરતાં તો શાહુકારના ઘરમાં સુખ તે અતિશય ઉત્તમ હશે એવું તો જણાય છે. If there is some Danveer donor who has donated a dharamshala which is a few acres big, and that dharamshala has so much of comfort and convenience in it, then imagine that the donor of that dharamshala would have at least 10 times the wealth or 100 times the wealth. Only then he could afford to donate a dharamshala. How much more wealthier would the donor be, and how much more grander would his own home or his own palace be? Similarly, ભગવાન જે એવા સુખના રચયિતા છે તે પોતાના ધામમાં તો એ કરતાં અતિ ઉત્તમ સુખ હશે એવું તો બુદ્ધિમાનને જાણ્યામાં આવે જ. If God has created this vast universe with so many galaxies, and on earth if He's created this wonderful illusion of happiness, then where actually God would be residing would be a million, billion, trillion times a happier place to live in. This million, billion, trillion times happier place to live in is not somewhere in the sky or in the universe or in the galaxy somewhere far away from us. It is within us. ભગવાન પોતાના ધામમાં સુખ તો અતિશય રાખે છે એવું બુદ્ધિમાનને જાણ્યામાં આવે. If I just dive deep inside, the amount of happiness I feel within will be humongously more than the fraction or a small percentage of happiness that I am feeling outside. Because whatever I am feeling inside is actually triggered by me, but my mindset is when things go according to how I want, I trigger happiness inside me. When things don't go as per how I want, I trigger unhappiness inside me. When my loved one behaves how I want him or her to behave, I say, okay, it makes me happy. And when they behave viruddh of what I want, I say, okay, this is not fine, and I allow myself to get upset. Everything is self-generated based on our mindset, and he's trying to set this mindset right. જ્યાં જ્યાં પંચ વિષય સંબંધી સુખ જણાય છે તે તો કિંચિત છે, પણ ભગવાનના સંબંધે કરીને છે. If God wouldn't have injected happiness in these different things in the universe, they wouldn't have been powerful enough to make us experience happiness. Whatever happiness mediums can give, they can give because of the source. પણ ભગવાન જેવું સુખ તો કોઈને વિશે નથી. What happiness, love and peace God can make you experience, that God's created things can never. જેમાં મશાલ બળે છે તે મશાલને સમીપે જેવો પ્રકાશ છે તેવો થોડો છેટે નથી, અને તેણે વધારે છેટે તો મૂળગો નથી. તેમ બીજે ઠેકાણે તો કિંચિત સુખ છે, પણ સંપૂર્ણ સુખ તો ભગવાનને સમીપે જ છે. If there is a campfire, if you are within a few feet of distance from that campfire, you will feel the warmth of the campfire. If you are a few meters away, then you may not feel the heat. And if you are very far away from it, you will feel the campfire does not give any heat. You will deny the fact that the campfire can give you warmth. Until you go close to God, you will never believe, you will deny that God can even give you happiness, because you have never experienced it. To experience it, proximity with God has to be increased. To increase that proximity, Shastra has to be read more. The more I know you, the more I love you. It's basic logic. If we don't know God, how will we love God? If we deny that God has created this universe, how will we fall in love with the Creator? Because we are denying the fact that He's created it. Once the basics, once the fundamentals are sorted, the perspective will be set right. And hence he says, માટે જે મુમુક્ષુ હોય તે પોતાના હૃદયમાં એમ વિચારે, જે જેટલું મારે ભગવાનથી છેટું થાશે તેટલું દુઃખ થાશે. Mumukshu means the one who wants moksha, the one who is a seeker, the one who desires liberation, has to think that if I am unhappy today, I have distanced from God. The more I distance from God, the more I distance from myself, I am going to feel unhappiness. ને મહાદુખ્યો થાઈશ, અને ભગવાનને સંબંધે કરીને આવું સુખ થાય છે. થોડેક સંબંધે કરીને પણ આટલું સુખ થાય છે, માટે મારે તો ભગવાનનો સંબંધ અતિશય રાખવો છે. If little bit when I do spirituality or exercise spirituality, I feel this much happiness. If I engage more and more into God, and I connect more and more, and I engage in more and more spiritual exercises and implementations, then my feeling of happiness and my immunity to unhappiness will both increase. માટે હું અતિશય સંબંધ રાખીશ તો મને ઉત્કૃષ્ટ સુખની પ્રાપ્તિ થશે એમ વિચારીને ભગવાનના સુખનો લોભ રાખીને જેમ ભગવાનનો સંબંધ અતિશય રહે તેવા ઉપાય કરે તેને બુદ્ધિમાન કહીએ. If you are intelligent, then you will do all those upayas, all those sadhanas which increase or strengthen or deepen your connection with the Creator of the universe in which we are residing. This is basic common sense. I will maintain utmost good relationships with the landlord where I am residing. The landlord of this universe and this body and my mind and my existence is God, and I must maintain best relationships with Him. And whenever I experience good things in life, it must ignite gratitude in me for this existence. જો વિષયમાં કાંઈ સાર્યપ્ય મનાય ત્યારે તુરંત એ ભગવાનના સુખ સામું દ્રષ્ટિ પૂગે ને એમ સમજાય જે આમાં આટલું સુખ છે તો ભગવાનમાં કેટલું હશે. આ વિચારની દ્રઢતા સર્વે હૈયામાં રાખજો. આ વિચાર વિના તો રમણીક પંચ વિષયમાં વૃત્તિ ચોટી હોય તો અતિ બળે કરીને ઉખાડે તો એ માણ ઉખડે. Without this perspective, if we are going to work on detachment and trying to dissociate and disconnect from the sources of pleasures, sources of bondages, sources of attachment, so we will have to put a lot of effort and still we will not succeed. પણ જો આ વિચારને પામ્યો હોય તો વૃત્તિને ખેંચ્યામાં લેશ માત્ર પ્રયાસ કરવો પડે નહીં. If we are going to work on attaching ourselves, connecting ourselves, bondaging ourselves with the source, with the creator, automatically everything else will take care of itself. We will not have to detach. Detachment will happen. સહેજે જ વિષયની તુચ્છતા જણાઈ જાય. If I have a crore rupees with me and if you take away a rupee from me, I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to spend all my energy in saving a rupee. If all the wishes giving me only 1 rupee worth of happiness, and if I realize that God has 1 crore worth of happiness, my focus will be on God or on collecting these pennies. And hence he says, કોડી કરતાં પૈસામાં વધુ માલ છે, પૈસા કરતાં રૂપિયામાં, રૂપિયા કરતાં સોના મોહરમાં, સોના મોહર કરતાં ચિંતામણીમાં. We can't be penny wise, pound foolish. God is Chintamani. God is the wishing stone. And everything else is like collecting pennies or pounds or even gold. But is gold more precious or is a wishing stone more precious? But first we have to believe that God is the wishing stone. જ્યાં જ્યાં પંચ વિષયનું સુખ છે તેથી ભગવાનના ધામમાં અને ભગવાનનું સુખ તે અધિક છે. God is 1 crore, everything else is 1 rupee. We have to establish this. Highs and lows in 1 rupee cannot affect the one who has a crore rupees bank balance. અને આ વિચાર જેના હૃદયમાં દ્રઢ થયો હોય ને તે જો સ્મશાનમાં બેઠો હોય તો પણ પોતાને એમ જાણે જે હું જો અનંત માણસ તથા રાજ્ય સમૃદ્ધિમાં વીટાણો છું. If this mindset is set, if this perspective is in place, even if you are sitting in a smashan, in a crematorium, you will still feel that you are not sitting alone in solitude somewhere, but you are sitting in Raj Samruddhi. What does this mean? That we will have some bhav to all situations, all environments. એમ સમજે પણ પોતાને કદિવસ દુખ્યો ન માને. We will never allow ourselves to be disappointed or unhappy or feel any form of misery. અને ઇન્દ્રના લોકમાં હોય તો પણ એમ જાણે છે હું તો વનમાં બેઠો છું. Any sort of happiness does not have the power to deceive us or distract us. Even when we are in a mela, we will feel as if we are sitting in a forest and meditating. What does all this mean? We will gain immunity to external circumstances and environments, and inside there will be an eternal calm and compose. હવે તો ભગવાનના ધામમાં જ ઠેઠ પૂગવું છે, પણ વચમાં ક્યાંય કોઈ ઠેકાણે તુચ્છ જે પંચ વિષય સંબંધી સુખ તેમાં લોભાવું નથી. I don't want to be attracted by pleasures. I want to keep tapping into happiness within me. એવી રીતે સૌ દ્રઢ નિશ્ચય રાખજો. We all seekers must have this દ્રઢ નિશ્ચય. We must have this strong perspective, this strong belief. અને આ જે અમારો સિદ્ધાંત છે તે સર્વે કહ્યો છે માટે દ્રઢ કરીને રાખજો. This is, he says, my true belief, my perspective, my siddhant, my fundamental principle, foundation stone of my spiritual path. And all of us spiritual seekers must follow this path. This perspective must always be in place, especially in challenges, when things don't go our way, especially when things don't go according to our will, our choice, our preference. When everything outside is trying to shake everything within, is when we have to remind ourselves, I know the doer, I know the all-knower, I am connected to him. Whatever is happening cannot trigger anxiety in me, disturbance in me. It cannot shake me. I can't fear the future. I can't worry about the past. I can't be anxious in the present moment. I can't be vulnerable because I know God. If everything is being done by God, then I trust whatever He's doing is for my good. If I know everything is being done for my good, there is no reason that I should be worried or vulnerable. If we stick to this perspective that is explained in this Vachramrit, we will gain this immunity, and attain liberation. સહજાનંદ સ્વામી મહારાજની જય.